Hi, and welcome to The Surgical Sewist. I'm Marissa McHugh. Today I'm going to show you how I made these cute lion head stuffies with some kids at the library and with my own kids at home. I did this class at the library with children ages 10 and up, but my children at home are 3 and 6, and they were both able to do this with the appropriate amount of help. I think that this is a project that most kids will like, and it's something that'll get them into sewing. Let's go. A supply list can be found in the video description, but in short, what you're going to need are 2 dinner plate size circles of fleece. I cut these before the kids even got to the library. You'll also need a piece of fleece that's cut for the inside of the face, like the green piece here, 2 ears, 2 eyes, 1 nose, some stuffing, a marker, some glue, a pair of scissors, and a needle and thread. I'll talk more about the needle and thread later, but I definitely think that you should thread the needle, have it doubled through, and knot it at the end before the kids get going. Use something round that's about half the diameter of your plate to trace a circle in the middle of your round piece of fleece, just the top one. Next, put some glue on the back of the face and glue that down in the middle of the circle. I just used Elmer's glue here. After that, glue each eye on. We drew the pupil on the eyes here with a marker, but you could stitch that on if you'd rather. Next, we glued the nose in place and each ear. The edges of the ear should be right on the line of the circle. I had my daughter draw the mouth on, but if she was more advanced at stitching, this could be stitched as well. And she drew some whiskers too. Now just put one of your big round circles of fleece on top of the other and sew them together around that line of the smaller circle. Here, I had my daughter use pearl cotton, which is a bit thicker than regular thread, and a bigger needle because I thought it would be easier for her. You could see here that it is not. It's hard to pull through both layers, so I do not recommend that. She made it work, but she struggled a little bit, and as she kept sewing, it got more annoying for her. Here you could see she's done with it. When you're 3/4 of the way around the circle, stuff the inside with some stuffing. This isn't a perfect art, but I will say if you overstuff it, it makes it tougher to sew, so you don't want to let them do that. I finally switched to a smaller needle and normal thread for the last bit, and you can see here that my daughter is having a much better time sewing this. When you get back to where you started, you're finished sewing and you just have to make a knot. I usually do this for the kids. The last part is cutting the mane. You want to make a bunch of cuts through the mane that go to your sewing line but not through it. When you've cut around the whole mane, you're done. Good job.
I made a lion.
I think it's really important to get kids involved in sewing, just like I think it's important to teach other doctors to sew. If you want to see more content about projects you could do with your kids or about how to set up sewing clubs at the library like I did, let me know. Follow me for more tips and see you next time on The Surgical Sewist.